Top 10 Highest Paid Jobs in 2023. Hi, everyone. With the recent growth of Web 3.0, the fast growth of AI and quantum computing, and the news that the Ethereum merger will be put into place in 2023, the tech world is expected to grow by a huge amount. In the current economy, tech companies are run by highly skilled IT workers, so they can offer well-paying jobs to help the digital economy grow. Companies of all kinds are willing to pay a lot of money to people who can connect the growing tech empire with their work and further education. Try something. Hey, everyone, you're already watching. SharpSense made a list of the top 10 highest paying jobs for 2023, and here it is. If you like watching videos like this, click the subscribe button to make sure you never miss an update from SharpSense. So let's look at them one by one and learn more about them, starting with the 10th spot, which is full stack developer. In this day and age, every business needs a website, and the need for full-stack writers is higher than ever. A full-stack worker works on both the front end and the back end of a web application. The front end includes the layout of the website, and the back end includes things like a database. For instance, how your website's information looks in browsers and on mobile devices. To become a full-stack developer, you need to know core languages and frameworks like JavaScript and its environments like Node.js and Express.js, as well as front-end languages and frameworks like HTML and CSS. Now, let's talk about pay. The average pay for a full-stack worker in the US is $101, and in India, it's 6 lakh rupees. Number 9 is an Android developer. An Android developer makes apps and software for Android devices and the Google Play Store, as well as other mobile systems like Apple's iOS and Microsoft's Windows Phone. Here are the skills you'll need to start developing apps for Android on your own. Knowledge of how to make software that is secure and reliable, experience with and understanding of some development methods, such as Agile, Scrum and others, as well as development environments, and programming skills in at least 2 languages, especially popular ones like SSQL, Java, JavaScript, C or C++, Python, PHP, and Ruby on Rails. In the US, an Android worker can make up to $102,744, and in India, they can make up to 5.2 lakh rupees. After that, at number 8, we have Big Data Engineer. Big data is known by how much of it there is. Data can be different and move quickly. So, it is important to have a professional take care of it. Since there will always be data, there are many opportunities for people who work with big data. A big data engineer is a specialist who is in charge of creating, managing, testing, analyzing, and evaluating a company's data. Big data is a term for very large sets of data. To become a big data engineer, you need to know a lot about Hadoop, Spark, and related frameworks. You also need to be good at scripting languages like Java, C++, Linux, Ruby, PHP, Python, and R. You also need to know about Redis and MongoDB, among other SSQL and RDBMS databases. If you know how to use the tools for Mesos, AWS, and Docker, you can solve networking problems that aren't simple. Problems with data and tools. When it comes to pay, a big data engineer makes an average of $109,650 or 7.8 lakh rupees in India. Next on the list, in 7th place, is a web services worker who made Amazon $10.8 million in just the second quarter of 2022. One of the most popular cloud service companies right now is Amazon Web Services, Oz. This growth shows that demand for jobs like those of web writers is still going up. Oz workers work with apps or programs on the Amazon Web Services platform, which is in the cloud. Their main job is to make it as easy as possible for an organization to use AWS services. This includes everything from distributing content and writing code to storing data. Now, let's talk about the skills. Experience working with core AWS's features and services. Experience with cloud-based monitoring solutions. A strong understanding of cloud security tools, and experience maintaining or building applications in the cloud. Now, the average pay for an AWS worker in the US is $109,600, and in India, it is 6.5 billion rupees. The 6th job is that of a robot engineer, which comes after that. Robotics engineering is a growing area that combines engineering, computer science, and data analysis. Robotics engineers come up with new ideas for robots, create concepts, and build prototypes to make sure the details of the robots are just right. They come up with the science and work with other engineers and artists in groups. Now, an engineer needs to have certain skills. Robots are built, set up, and tested. designing software systems to handle robotic systems, like those used for manufacturing, and analyzing and judging the prototypes and robotic systems they have made. Reviewing and approving cost figures and design calculations is usually a job that never ends because technology is always changing and getting better. Now, a robotics engineer's average pay in India is $98,534 and 5 black rupees. A DevOps employee is in the 5th position. In companies where development and operations are handled separately, putting DevOps into place often requires a reorganization. To do DevOps right, you need the right people, the right attitude, and DevOps engineers. A DevOps engineer's job is to make sure that needs are met throughout the entire software development process. From writing code and putting it into use to upkeep and changes. To become a DevOps engineer, you need to have worked in a cloud or SaaS business that ran 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a team member, you know how to handle and watch over infrastructure. Good knowledge of the tools that make up the DevOps platform. Chef, Puppet, and Docker. Working knowledge of middleware, setup, and automation of service provisioning, as well as the ability to work both alone and with others. Strong ability to analyze. Now let's talk about pay. It can be anywhere from $110,821 and the average salary in India is 7.5 lakh rupees. The 4th spot is held by a software worker. Software engineers, who are also called software writers, make programs for computers and other devices. If you are a critical thinker who likes to solve problems and make digital things easier to use, you might enjoy being a software engineer. Now, a software engineer needs to know how to build and manage software systems. Evaluating and testing new software programs, optimizing software for speed and scalability, writing and testing code, and working with clients, engineers, security experts, and other stakeholders. Now, the average pay of a software engineer in the US is $113,775, while in India it is 6.5 lakh rupees. And the 3rd job is to work on the blockchain. From 2020 to 2030, the market for blockchain technology is expected to grow at a CAGR of 85.9%. It makes sense that one of the most in-demand jobs in 2023 would be in Bitcoin. Blockchain developers make systems to collect and store blockchain data in a way that makes it hard for hackers or other people to change it. This makes digital transactions safe. Now, let's talk about the skills you need to become a blockchain developer. You need to know how to use programming languages like Java, Python, and C++, as well as algorithms, data structures, back-end development, blockchain technologies, and cryptography. You also need to know how to manage blockchains, follow best practices, and keep data safe. And in India, a blockchain worker gets paid $108,539 or 7.5 lakh rupees. Then, machine learning engineers are in 2nd place. LinkedIn says that the number of people looking for machine learning engineers went up by 32% between 2021 and 2022. Experts in machine learning are in high demand because more companies are looking into how to use them to protect their operations from future problems. On the 2023 list, this means that machine learning engineers have the 2nd best job. Now, let's talk about the skills you need to become a machine learning coder. Statistics and probability data modeling, computer languages like Python and C++, and algorithms for artificial intelligence are all part of the salary. In the United States, a machine learning engineer makes an average of $136,415 per year, while in India, they make 9 lakh per year. And the top job is a data scientist, whose job it is to get a full picture of how a company works. The data scientist's job is to get knowledge from many different places and figure out what it all means. Using statistical, analytical, and AI tools, the data scientist comes up with smart solutions to business problems by automating certain organizational processes. Here are the skills a data scientist needs to have. Chance and technical skills like machine learning, deep learning, processing big data sets, data visualization, data wrangling, math, and programming make it possible to use statistical methods to make estimates for further analysis. When it comes to paying, the average salary of a data scientist in the United States is $121,417, while in India it is 11 million rupees. So, that's all there is to this list. Even though these are the 10 best paying tech jobs, there aren't enough qualified people in many other areas, like cybersecurity and digital marketing. So, keep looking if any of the jobs I've talked about above or mentioned now sound interesting. Make sure you subscribe to our station and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. We'll be back with more movies that are just as interesting. Until then, keep learning and keeping up with what's going on. Just find out. How are you? If you like this video, you can subscribe to the Sharp Sense page on YouTube and click here to see more videos that will help you learn and get certified. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.